Bikepacking in the heat, how I stay hydrated when it gets hot. I'm back in Australia again. This time the temperatures are reaching 47 degrees or just under 120 Fahrenheit. So I thought I would take the time to show you what I'm doing as I try to cross Perth to Sydney through the northern section of Australia. So I'm on a 100-mile ride today between stops. So it's about 160K. It's a shorter day for me. Kind of the longest between getting drinks is around 190. I think I've had 3 or 4 days doing 180, 190 miles, just under 300K. But I got some trail magic and got a cold Powerade one day, and then ever since I always wanted to kind of Mad Max the bike and put all these water cages on. So I used, this is an all carbon road bike, but they happen to put, you could bolt on a mud guard. So I used one screw, one of the bolts, and then I just use really cheap zip ties, so that's double zip tied. So I did that on both sides of the front wheel. And these cages, it was the last town before I had to do a 140-mile section. So I really lucked out, and I found a small sports store that for some reason had bicycle cages. They're really cheap, so I really probably should strap them. They make anywhere cages, is what I really should have done, but I had to make that 140 miles, and so I have 6 water bottle cages. So same setup on the other side. But the problem with the 140-mile section, all the water got hot. So it's 100 plus degrees. It was actually like 117 during that section. So it's over 40 Celsius here, over 100 each day. And the drinks would just be hot, sitting in the sun. So when I made it to a big enough town, I had like 10 minutes to select a water cooler before the stores closed. And this is my way. So I picked this certain one in the short time I had because I wanted to carry 1.5 liter bottles. So it'll carry at least 6 of them. So, and each night, if I can, that one still has some ice in it from this morning. Each night, if I can, I freeze as many as I can. If there's a place to freeze, I freeze it, and then hopefully I'll have a cold drink close to the end of the day. They're definitely not frozen, but they're way better than 120 degree temperature. So I stack those in here, and usually I turn this sideways and then strap it on with a bungee strap. But so this will carry 6 of those, and if you get 1.5, that's like I guess 9 liters of water. Then you can have another 6 1.5 liters, so that's 15, and then plus another 3, so it's right on 18 liters you can have of water. And like I said, the longest section I've done so far is 190 or so miles. But that's the kind of Mad Max setup I wanted to do with the bicycle for years. The last time I crossed Australia, I did along the southern coast. It was 55. People were stopping me and saying like, hey, it's 55 out here. And I had no idea what 55 was, but that's 133 degrees Fahrenheit. So, and I was in the water, I couldn't drink the water. So for 30 days, I tell people I didn't drink water. I only drink Coca-Cola, Fanta, sodas, that kind of thing. But I just wanted to show you the setup, and definitely the cooler. As a lot of people, I really don't carry much stuff, so the cooler adds a lot. But to me, it's definitely worth it to have a cold drink at some point in the day. And then on the long days, I'll just end up drinking these first before I go into the cooler. So I'm getting into the sweet stuff later on to the day. All right, I think that's it for my Mad Max water bottle setup. Hope this helps you guys. I'm not sure if I got it across, but basically 1 liter when it's 100+ degrees, 120, 130, 40+ Celsius, that'll give me 10 miles. So that's how I figure out. Usually when I'm walking, 1 liter will give me 10 miles, but if there's any kind of headwind, I go through about 1 liter every 10 miles or 1 liter every 18 to 20 kilometers. So that's how I kind of figure out how much liquid I need for each section till I get to the next roadhouse, petrol station, town, that kind of thing.